Hello, you. How are we doing, folks? Just make sure you're all there. Hearing me okay? I apologise in advance. I am absolutely exhausted. You'll see why in a moment. Why I'm exhausted. Yeah, we'll just make sure everyone's telling us all where they're from, like UK folks today, which is good. He hasn't gone into the sea yet. So, hi, hello. I think that's people saying hello to me. Good. Hello. Evening for the UK. Hello. Yes, good. Okay, I'm assuming that you can hear me. Good stuff. Hello there, General Kenobi. Hello, me. Hello, you. Currently have 6 inches of snow on the ground, expecting 4 more. Oh, no, nothing there. Nothing wrong with 10 inches. We've not got much here. A slight smattering at the moment. Very light. We're still floating, yeah, just about. Hello from the UK. Sorry I'm late. Did I miss anything? No, we've just started Geodashcam actually. I'm a little bit late today because Xander was a little late going down for his nap. I've got Xander at home today. And I have a new one down today. There we go, Katrina Coe. I was waiting for the first person to mention it. Oh no, there's a few people actually. Bobby Potter Training mentioned it as well. Can you turn your mic up a little? Yeah, no. No. Or can I? Hold on. Properties. No, I don't think I can actually. No, sorry. You'll just have to turn me up. I'll turn my... Oh no, hold on, wrong one. I'll turn the in-game down a little bit. There we go. Hi from Borisland. I bet you don't miss it. No, I can't say as I do. Hello to the doggers. So do you want to meet her before we get started? Let me see if I've got a bigger screen. Oh, there we go. That's a bigger screen. Right, hold on there then. I think my shirt's a little blue screeny. Yeah, a little green screeny look. I didn't think of it. I'm wearing blue. It shouldn't be a problem. Right, hold on there. Let's put these on. Hey, you gonna come and say hello to everyone? Hold on. Tip this there. There we go. Come and see everyone. Look. Oh, everyone. This is Indiana. And she's a German Shepherd puppy. No, the dog's not green now. You can see the dog. Oh, and she's doing the biggest yawners. Okay. Just went and woke her up, to be honest. Oh. There we go. So she's still getting used to everything. She's still figuring us all out. But she's doing okay at the minute. She's been going downstairs and doing potty outside, haven't you? Yes, she have. You're a good girl. Oh, it's big yawns. There we go. There you go. She's presses a German Shepherd. It is a German Shepherd. Yeah, she is. Her name's. You name the dog. We named the dog Indiana. There you go. Anyway, she's our new fun bundle. You can hear her having a little whinge. All right. I'll let you go now. Oh. Okay. You gonna go back to sleep? Go on then. Oh, you caught in the headphone wire. There you go. Alright. There you go. You can lay yourself down. Right, put my camera back. You don't just want to see my guts, do you? There we go. Indiana's in Dr. Jones. Yes, my wife's a big fan. There we go. I think they're all right. Thanks, Indy. You can chill back out again now. She's going back to sleep. There we go. Little Popper is small. She isn't really. She's actually pretty big. She came from a litter of only 4, so she's actually pretty large for her size. And obviously she's a German Shepherd, so they're big dogs anyway. Does she like the Hoover? We don't Hoover. We don't vacuum, so that's not a problem. We have pretty much exclusively wooden floors, so we run the vacuum occasionally around the bedrooms, but we have wood floor everywhere, so it's sweeping and mopping for us. Yeah. There we go. We got her yesterday morning, and we had a very, very long night with her last night because she was not happy to be away from her mummy and daddy and her brothers and sisters, but she's settled in. She's been a lot better today. Been really comfortable, and she's been playing with us and playing with Xander. So yeah, no, it's all going well. Right, let's jump into Nuna Kanata because the plan today is just to start. Really, I don't know whether we'll get anything done really, but I want to just kind of have an idea of what the DLC is going to look like as far as the Arctic Pack is concerned, as far as Nuna Kanata is concerned. So, look, the title of the video is Arctic Pack Prep. Okay, so we don't have the Arctic Pack right now, so bear that in mind. So there is a bit of work done for what was going to be the next episode of Nuna Kanata, which is actually turning the cave into a man-made cave for the bear, and then actually having a secondary cave over here, and we're going to have another grizzly bear habitat here for maybe like 2 females or something like that. So that's going to be the plan there. So I've just started doing some layout work, really. Just kind of, this took a lot longer than I thought it would. And then there's going to be a viewing area. So this was going to be the next episode. I'm just going to kind of scratch this off for a minute, though, because obviously, you know, Arctic Pack. So this is going to be an interior area there for one bear, and then for the other ones there, okay, with a door in between them, if they so need. So there, that's going to be the plan there. Still very much a work in progress, but yeah, okay. So Arctic Wolves, yes, they're going to go to the sanctuary area, which is going to be probably over here somewhere, sort of right out the way, via train. So both styles of wolves, I think, we'll keep over there. That makes sense. So the space we've then got to use, so we're beginning of a marshland here for what is where the last thing we built, which was this sort of hawk-inspired viewing area. So this area here is going to be for, and probably a larger space at the top here as well, is going to be for pronghorn and bison. Okay. Next community challenge is macaques, I think, but I'll be honest with you, with the Arctic Pack coming out and how much it suits Nuna Kanata, I don't think I'm going to get to it this week. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not. That's not my priority at the moment. This week, my priority is going to be the Arctic Pack. So yeah, that's the plan. Although I would like to do a macaque build. I think there's something we could do maybe with the new architecture of the pack. We could do something like that. Because the macaque build that I did in the career mode was rubbish. So I'd like to do a better one for that. She's already flat out. I've got to try and show you this. Hold on. I've got to try and show you this. Look at her. She just flops. She's got a bed just behind the green screen here, but she just, because puppies, man, they sleep like 20 hours a day, and she'll just walk off and just go and just flop down. Who keeps that? Right, is the pack pricey? No, it's like $8 or something. It's not a lot of money at all. Okay. What's his name? My name is Jonty. Oh, do you mean the dog? Sorry. The dog's a girl, actually. Her name is Indiana. People see that some of the plants and trees and other stuff had aquatic as a habitat. Yes. So whether or not that's just that they work in water or are made for water, or we're going to get an aquatic pack in the future, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Because Arctic Polar was there as a tag, which I'm assuming is ready for this pack. So, oh, hi, Oreo. Oh, Oreo's here as well. Look, we have a menagerie now. Oreo's come to say hi. Say hi, Oreo. People still love you, kiddo. Don't worry. Hey? Oh, what'd you get in the microphone for? What'd you get in the microphone for? Hey? The dog, not you. Yeah, sorry. As soon as I said it, I realised what you were on about. Yeah. Okay, kiddo. There you go. Didn't get a notification. I saw it's KTS. It was a bit of a last minute one, to be honest, because, like I say, we're sorting out the cat, the dog, and everything. So, excuse me for knocking the mic. Oh, I didn't know your name is John. Oh, now you do. Yeah. So Dahl sheep. Yeah, do you know what? I don't know much about the Dahl sheep, so I need to actually check. Are they North American? Dahl sheep. No, it's not a demon cat. It's a beautiful cat. Both of them are adorable. We have another cat as well, who is God knows where. I've just typed Dahl demon is chat. Dahl sheep. How you doing? Have a nice weekend. Yeah. We went and got a puppy. Last video you weren't getting a dog. What changed? And how the cats are. The cats are fine. Both of them have been over to him, give him a smack, and then walked off. Basically, like, all right, you can stay, but I'm the boss. Mika's the boss. Actually, we don't see Mika on stream very often. Mika's top dog, and then it goes Oreo, and then in the minute it's Indiana, but she might push herself up a little bit. But yeah, they just kind of came in and kind of give her a little pat and sort of cleared off. So there's plenty of room for them to get away. All the bedrooms and everything are off limits to the dog, and the cats can go and sleep on the bed. So there's plenty of space for them to get away from the dog. So yeah, we're doing good. Yeah. Right, so Dahl sheep, let's have a look. Northwest North America. Yes, there's no reason why we can't put Dahl sheep in as well. So what I'm thinking is, okay, so this leads down here to a large bison and pronghorn exhibit that's sort of half marshland and then half kind of meadow, you know, like a meadow space. And then timber wolves are going over here. I tell you what, this is probably a good way of doing this. Let's get some fine sand terrain. Okay, so what I would like to do, I think, is we need a train station. Is that actually doing anything? No. Okay. We need a train station. Okay, so we have a train station here. Okay. With then a train track. I mean, whether we'll get the train track that isn't used, it's just scenery that leads off out there and out of the way. Okay, so the idea was that this originally was the end of the line, and then this train track is going to come over the river here, okay, to another station, and then again, and maybe the track can carry on, who knows, right? And then this area here is going to be a wolf sanctuary, okay, and pretty much the only way to get here will be via train track, I think, although I'm keeping it close just in case I have to stick a path in there. All right, that's the idea. Hi, Thibaut. Okay. Hay bices that aren't trees. Now you have to have a large area with nothing in them. So then this area here goes up to the train track pretty much, is going to be for bison. So we'll have this marshland viewing area and then probably another viewing area over here for them on this raised bit. Okay, so this train track here, I need to do some sort of walking path that goes across that leads up to here. Okay, so that was my original Nuna Kanata plan. Okay, and that was it. I was done. That was going to be the park. We had grizzlies, we had pronghorn and bison, and we had timber wolves. Those were the 4 North American animals we had. Okay, so that was the idea, really, right? Just making sure I'm not missing the chat too much. Apologies if I am. I was literally so bored that I was going to Google something interesting to watch, and then I saw this. Wow, what, I was on the search results, or that you were just about to? 88.3. We're going to get that 100k. I think. I hope we are. Yeah, YouTube reckons I'll hit it end of January, which is pretty sweet. There we go. A fan from Philippines. Hi. It feels like ages since the 12-hour stream. God, I'm still getting used to it. I'm still sort of surviving off it. So now what we've got to do is that was the original layout, all right? So wolves and then pronghorn and bisons. But what I need to do now is we need to get polar bears, we need to get Dahl sheep, and we need to get reindeer in here, okay? They all need to kind of fit in here, really, because they're all, caribou, I suppose they would be here for North America. All right? So So I just don't know where these are going to fit. I suppose the train has to lead to a larger space, I guess. Maybe if we have what I tell you what we could do, if we bring timber walls down some more like that kind of size, right? And they can go off this way as much as they like. And then here we do Dahl sheep, because I'm assuming they're going to prefer something a bit more mountainous. I don't really know why I think that, actually. So I should probably Google that, right? Let's have a little read about the old Dahl sheep. Okay, I'll tell you anything interesting I find. Let's have a, also known as the thin horn sheep, species of wild sheep native to North America. Two species of the dominant Dahl sheep, or Dahl sheep are the most. Some species, stone sheep. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. They inhabit the subarctic mountain ranges of Alaska and the Yukon territories. They're absolutely perfect for this park. It's kind of crazy how good they are. During the summer, when food is abundant, sheep eat a wide variety of plants. Primary predators of the sheep are wolf packs. See, here's what I'm thinking, right? Here's what I'm thinking is that we go for a kind of traditional. Let me see if I can find a reference image to share with you, because this is sorry that we might not get much done here, but I'd like to sort of think out loud and get some feedback from you lot. Okay, so hold on. There is a very classic multiple tiered viewing area from a zoo in Germany I found. Here we go. Okay, so open original. Is that open just as a browser image? Yes. Okay, so right, let me just share my screen with you a second. Display capture. Add source. Yeah, that's good. And then I'll just bring it down to the bottom here. Okay, so what we're looking at here then is this is the Hagenbach Zoo in Germany, and this is a viewing point that you can look at, and you can see flamingos. Behind the flamingos are zebras, and behind the zebras you can see are lions. Let me see if I can bring this up so you can have a good look at it. It's a little blurry, it's not the greatest image. Okay, so you've got flamingos and zebras and lions, all completely separate habitats, but absolutely no fencing at all. So it genuinely looks like that lion is eyeing up that zebra. Which I think is like build a reptile house go. I'm pretty sure Paul's just taking the mick for freckles. Yeah. So I think that should be good. No polar bears in this park, I doubt. Oh yeah, we'll have polar bears. Yeah, we can get polar bears in Canada. Well, I think they're pretty much found in Canada. Yeah, no, we will definitely have polar bears. Yeah, but again, it's going to have to sort of be probably won't just be like a lump of snow. We'll have to do with like rock work and all things like that, and keep it some part of it indoors and things. But yeah, no, definitely polar bears. We've got to figure them out as well. So I'm thinking something like that. Would it not stress the animals out? Well, I believe not. This is Hagenbach Zoo is one of the premier zoos in the world, to be honest. So they obviously know what they're doing. But I think it looks fantastic, right? I just think that's incredible. And apart from like a little bit of fencing, actually, just behind myself here. Hold on, I don't think I've redone that screen, have I? No, never mind. Apart from like a little bit of fencing there. Yeah, it's I think it's awesome. So I think if we could do something like that. With like wolves and sheep, or I think that'd be quite neat, wouldn't it? I think to kind of get that across. Okay, so all right, let's jump back into the game anyway. Okay, so somebody wanted an overview of what we've got so far. That's fine. Okay, so it looks like nothing, doesn't it? It's crazy, really, considering how much work's gone into it so far. So we come into the entrance here. And we've got sort of entrance plaza, gift shop information over there, a large restaurant here, restrooms, and then we come into the Grizzly Ridge Bear Conservation Project, which I'm now thinking that what I'll make it is that this was the original building, and then we're going to have a more modern building over there that's like an extension of the project. Okay, we've got Senate down there, looking good, and then we can come up here to one of our observation points. We can come and see this big old rock. We need to call it something. N7 Cliff. There you go. Hard to keep. They're making babies. Doesn't seem to stop. Yeah, but yeah, flamingos are crazy. And then there's this lovely woodland walk up to our first thingy that somebody keeps telling me I need to do something about, which I will now while I think about it. Because not only were they probably impossible to hold up like that, also apparently it means danger. Right. And we've got a little viewpoint here where you can have a look over frame rate rapids. Still got to do that cliff work there, and then another little path up to here to our aero car station, where you head into Fallsview Aero Car and take a beautiful aero car journey across YouTuber Falls. So there you go. Are you going to do a gorilla build anytime soon? I would maybe like to look at gorillas for Zoo School, but Zoo School is voted for by patrons, so it's whatever they pick, really, I guess. So I'll get through there. So yeah, that is definitely. And then this way down here will be, like I said, this will be the other building, the other conservation building, and also maybe one even here that leads into the water. I felt that Rock Guy's asking me for a hug. Oh, that's a nice way to think about it. Tempest Teacup, hi, by the way. Awesome Twitch streamer there. One of the few Twitch streamers I watch on a night time. The way my day works is I sit and play all day, pretty much. And on the second monitor, I have other YouTubers. So I watch Stan Wolf, Mike Sheets, Mass Bandit, Pond Shrimp, Beyond Drew, all the awesome guys that I enjoy content. But I run out of stuff by the end of the day because I always have something open. So, and then on my sort of afternoon and then evening, if I play on the evening, if my wife's out, I move over to Twitch. And on Twitch, I watch Tempest in a Teacup. And let me think of other ones. Miss Snow White, I enjoyed her stuff. NRX, I think his name is. He's really good as well. But yeah, that's what I do. I abandon YouTube for the evening and go and watch stuff on Twitch. How long do you normally stream? Normally 2 hours. It kind of depends now because I'll just stream until Xander wakes up pretty much, or when Nicola gets home. I think Nicola should be home about 3. Or obviously if the dog kicks off and wants to go out, I'll have to take her out. But yeah, at the moment I'm just kind of, it's free and easy today, folks. Free and easy. The main thing I really wanted to do is get your feedback a little bit on how to lay out the next part of this build, because everything's kind of blowing up a little bit really with this Arctic pack. We really need to think about how to do it. So here's the possible spaces. We have a space here, right? We have a space here. Yeah, Sips does do good builds, but the problem with Sips is he's in Europe, so stream's quite early for me, I think. So I have to kind of watch North Americans play. Arctic foxes in the woods. Oh yeah, I'm well aware what's in there, Hazel. Thank you though. Yeah, the foxes are going to be down here. I think we'll do some sort of like timbers and Arctics. Maybe mix them. I don't know whether they mix. I don't know. Probably don't. Do they? I've been binging your content for more than a month now, and you keep impressing me. Thank you so much for teaching me how to play this amazing game. My new favorite. Thank you, Nanook. That's awesome to hear. You must have a vitamin D deficiency. Who, me? Do I look a little pasty with the green screen or something? I want a hoodie. I'll get it. I'll get to hoodies. Don't worry. So, coruscating. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me write that one down. Oh, of course. Talking to zookeepers, Siri is really good as well. Pixel biologist. I really enjoy watching her. The best thing about Siri is that she knows every single animal in her zoo, and she'll have like 100, and she'll zoom in on a wolf, and she'll be like, "Oh, that's Kalimba, the wolf. Her mum was this, and her dad was this." I'm like, what? Cora, who did you say it was again? Coruscating. I'll check them out. There we go. Are you going to mix the walls together? It depends on whether the game allows it, whether my research suggests that they can be. I haven't really looked into it just yet. So here's a space, right? Let me talk about this. So we have a space here so this basically, this sort of plain area here, this sort of plains meadowy type area that will be capped off by the train track, is going to be partly for the marshland to move into, but then also we can have just a plains area, which I'm thinking will probably work well for reindeer. Okay. Hey Ponshrim, another awesome creator. Guys, everyone's here today. All the good ones are here today. Who was it who used to say that? All the best ones are here today. Oh, it was Ed, the old community manager from Frontier. He used to say that on his live streams. Oh, all the best ones are here today. Your camera's a little bit of. Oh yeah, look at that. That's because I've put the. Oh no, that's because I've moved my camera. Hold on. It's because I moved the camera to show everyone the dog. Oh, it's still doing it though. Oh, maybe I just have to move this closer. There you go, folks. Thanks for that. I really like Poison Blades. Yes, Poison Blades are awesome as well. There's so many. I literally watch everything, to be honest, I can get my hands on. Planning for the zoo with terrain painting tool changes how good it can look. I don't know. My zoos seem a bit flat. It can help, especially with height variations and stuff. It's just how I've always done it, to be honest. So I've painted out where the areas are going to go. So yeah, we'll see. So I'm thinking we box this out for reindeer, right? So let's find a big old sign that we can use. One of them's like massive, isn't it? Is it this one? No. Yeah, I think they're the biggest. Okay. So I say that you can be caribou, all right? And then here we're going to have this is going to be sort of like a mixed plains. Now the caribou could well go in with these mixed plains, but I kind of feel like they should be separate. Just because they're new, I suppose. So this one's going to be bison and pronghorns, right? Because we know they work well together and stuff like that. Wish I had enough free time to watch all the awesome ones. I was just squishing whatever I can. Oh yeah, totally. I mean, I literally when I'm like time lapse building, I've just always got something on the other screen. That's just how I play. Just watching their ideas, robbing their ideas. Yeah. Do you watch the gaming? Never. He does. Oh, the gaming beaver. Occasionally, I don't. For some reason, I don't necessarily like watching the big guys, and I don't know why. Really, I'm sure they make great content, but for me, I find it. I'm much more like. Even I feel like I'm getting a bit too big now. I much prefer watching people with smaller subscriber thingies. You know. What's going in the low dirt area in front of the Eagle View and Beyond? Here, I don't know yet. Oh, I was in here. Sorry, that's a really great question. I was thinking, like we could do a fake habitat for maybe otters. I was thinking it was Mass Bandit did a fake habitat for tamarin monkeys in his Emerald Garden series, and I fell in love with it. I was like, oh, that's great. That's really typical meta, that, isn't it? I'm making a habitat for an animal that doesn't exist in the game. So so that's what I'm going to that's what I think I might do, is try and do like a fake habitat for otters with like a little stream that comes off this one, like a man-made river that runs off this one that they're able to sort of get into and dig and stuff. Would not reindeer work in that? They would probably. It's just I don't feel like it's much space. That's all. And I feel like we've got this shared space up here that can be like the meadowy plains area, you know. And then over here we can keep this a little bit more mountainous that comes down into another plains area for the tigers, for the timber wolves and the Arctic wolves. And then the salmon could be good. Yeah, you could do like salmon farmy type space. Yeah, that could be interesting. So that's the idea. Yeah, Courtney Flowers, hello you, thank you. 3 weeks off work, couldn't have started at a better time. I can't wait to get the Arctic pack, but really not sure on definite drop time. They mentioned EP time, but not sure what that is. They mentioned EP time. I'm really sorry, but for some reason all my alerts stuff aren't working. There we go. Thank you, Courtney. No, I don't know. Sorry. I genuinely, like, obviously, if I did, I couldn't say anything anyway, but I really don't know about the pack. It's not like I've got early access to it or anything. So it's I'll be getting it whenever you lot get it and jumping straight in. Usually their stuff comes like afternoon time UK, doesn't it? If I'm right, with like Planet Coaster and stuff. But who knows? Maybe they might be pushing for an earlier release. But honestly, I don't know, unfortunately. Because of that well-known geekism effect, if you build an exhibit for otters, they will be included in the XLC. Right. So let's just talk about this very briefly. Okay. Let's put Senate on the screen so we can have something interesting to look at. Where are you? Right, Senate. This is the best thing about this habitat, is it genuinely is difficult to spot him. Well, it is for me anyway. Where are you, you big lump? Might be having a kip, actually. Oh, yeah, here he is. Here he is, look. Chilling out. How you doing, boy? Right. So, this has happened now, right? So, during Planet Coaster, I started building a vintage park, sort of vintage English park, whilst there wasn't anything in the game. And then, just after that was... Well, no, it was episode 10 or something like that. We got a vintage pack in Planet Coaster. Me and Mass Bandit started building a zoo in Planet Coaster called Azuri Gardens, a sort of zoo theme park. And about episode 5 or 6 into that, they announced Planet Zoo as a game. Now I've opened Planet Zoo and started building a North American sort of Arctic tundra park, despite that not being a theme in the game. We now get announced that they're getting one. So, like, it's obviously not a thing. Like, obviously, they've been working on this stuff for months before, and I am a speck on a map as far as they're concerned, you know? But it just seems to be that whatever I end up start doing that isn't in the game turns up. So if I do an otter habitat, then maybe we'll get otters, who knows? I say I'm pretty sure Frontier watches John Too Funny. The thing is, I know that some Frontier developers do watch the channel, which is great. But you know, the Arctic pack that's coming out tomorrow, it's not like I did episode 1 of Nuna Kanata last month and they were like, God, that's a good idea. You know, this Arctic pack will have been worked on for months and months, you know. But it does seem funny how it does always seem to be whatever I end up doing, it turns up afterwards, which is quite fun. They should hire to be a developer, clearly ahead of time. The problem with that, Noel, is I have absolutely no technical knowledge to back any of it up. There we go. You could build a ferret habitat and get them in the game for me. Well, of course, Tempest, you have them in real life, right? Tempest, were you here before? Did you see my new furry thing? I feel bad getting her. She's asleep. I'll just show you on the camera. But we have a new furry thing as well. Look, hold on, just behind the green screen there. Look, she's hiding. I'll make sure I get her back on the stream before it finishes. Okay. Oh. Quick, start saying you want all the Planco pieces. No, I don't. They don't look anywhere near as good as the Plan Zoo pieces. They've got a much lower resolution. Yeah. Here he goes, look. He's a big one, isn't he? He is a big one. So we're going to have another grizzly habitat here for 2 girls. We're going to have probably something like otters here. And then this is going to be like, we'll maybe like build this up as a bit of a cliff face and some some sort of like... wildflower gardens or something, and then we've got the marshland and that area there that I'm hoping somebody in the chat is going to come and help do. And then we have caribou. So the last one we need to get in then, if we say that this is timber wolves and sheep, right, which I think is a kind of good fit, especially trying to get those like sight lines so you can't actually see the difference, you know. Snowman pipe would be useful, actually. Yeah, Roman candle would be useful as well, actually. So we're going to say this is wolves. I'm not going to separate at the moment, just in case we can them together, or whether that will work them out or not. And then here, the dial sheet, we can give some mountainous. I'm thinking of those, those like goats that can stay on a cliff like that. I'm kind of thinking that kind of thing for the dial sheet. Again, as long as it seems right for them. I haven't really researched any of them. Yeah, and then. So the last one then is polar bear, which kind of makes sense to be the other side of the train track here, right? That seems to be the obvious. The polar bear will get you up to. I mean, really, let's be honest. Your polar bear is going to be one of your big ticket animals of the park now, right? Now we've got them. So I would say that this area will complement the wolves and stuff, and then that's it. Then when anything else turns up, you can forget it. I submitted my polar bear exhibit for Pin My Habitat way back in the beta days. It was modelled after Toronto Zoo's polar bear exhibit. Oh, awesome! So it was just a pretend one, I guess. Maybe we should do it and see if it actually works. That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? I might look at that, MacGyver, actually, yeah. What did you think of Toronto Zoo? I loved it. It was a great zoo. We would like to go in the sort of peak season, because we went in off-peak and there was a lot of stuff closed. Make underwater viewing for polar bears. Yes, I definitely think underwater viewing for polar bears will work really well. I was actually thinking... oh, hi, Tigglesaurus. That's an awesome content creator. She's a fantastic artist. She did the T-shirt. Hold on, have I got the... YouTube lets me do a thing now where I can plug a T-shirt. Let me have a look. Can I do it? Here we go. I can do that and I can pin it, I think. I think there should be a T-shirt in the chat now. I don't know if there is or not. But if there is, there you go. That's what it does. You can get that awesome T-shirt designed by Tigglesaurus. Where can I see the specs of your PC? Do you know what? I haven't got them written down anywhere, actually. I should put something on the website, shouldn't I? It's an AMD Ryzen 3 700X that I'm hoping to put into a 3950X in the new year. A GTX 2080 Ti and 32 gigabytes of RAM. They're your big three. I see a lot of YouTubers on your stream. Yeah, it is. It's awesome. They're just here to steal ideas. I'm joking. I'm the one who steals ideas. No T-shirt in the chat. No, you might have to refresh the stream. I don't know. But there's also, you made an awesome T-shirt design based on Planet Zoo, which has gone down really well. Okay, so I think that's how we're going to go about it. So with that being the case, we need to get a path up to here, right? We need to get a path up to here, and we need to start thinking about this train. Let's start thinking about where this train's going to go, because that's a big one. Because we've got to get a bridge in. Hey Rita, no problem. Welcome. Love the word. Thank you, Jufro. Get a new PC with a new graphics card just to play Planet Zoo better. 2070 should run it beautifully. Fan running Planco off its M.2 drive helps usually. Yes, I should say I run Planet Zoo off a M.2 drive as well. Yeah. Like the name, it's not. It's a custom built one, Stacy. It doesn't. It's called the Geekism, I suppose. I built it myself. Currently running this game on a regular 5-year-old Dell laptop. Literally, I'm looking to buy a gaming PC just for this game. I mean, this new build was put together just for this game, to be honest. So here's what's going to happen. This obviously this won't stay like this. We'll have to build a bridge across here. But so do we take the terrain up just to make it easy? I think we probably do, don't we? That's going to be the easiest thing to do because slopes on train tracks just aren't a thing. Yeah. So tight is, and there's no connectivity. There's no negativity. No, we have no negativity here on Geekism. Nay. There we go. Okay, so this will become the new level. For here, and then we might actually do a sunken area for polar bears. That could be neat. But as far as the train track's concerned, this area needs to be like that. What if I should change my account name to Rita the Rock because of the rock I have in your zoo? Do you know what? I will never be able to find that rock. Never in a million days. It's in the panda exhibit, right? In the panda habitat. I would have to go and sit through every single one. Okay. Do you have your logo on the computer's tower? And yes, I'm doing the same, building a PC for the game. No, I don't. I would like, there's like a really nice sort of front panel of tempered glass I'm considering getting like etched with the Geekism name. But there's like a million things to spend money on before I get to that kind of thing. So, edit track, there we go. When does the Arctic pack come out? We've got no idea, I'm afraid. Oh, she's dreaming, bless her. She's kicking her little legs and going away she is. Right. So apparently I can stick station in here. Right. And then not put any more track on. And we'll do, like I say, we'll do a fake track. But apparently we can make it run this, we can make this train run back and forth. That's what people are telling me. So there's no negativity here. There's lots of negativity here. No, that doesn't work either, does it? 8-year-old quad core with 9 sticks. Yeah, oh, of course. Yeah, there's, you know, these games usually just knock the settings down a little bit. I mean, I'm playing in 4K with everything on ultra, but, you know, 1080p medium settings still looks fantastic, you know. What does your wife think of your job? And she has a real job. She does have a real job, yeah. It's actually her first day on her new real job today. She's a paramedic. My wife is. She was in the UK. She was a paramedic lecturer. She spent so many years on the road, and then she moved into teaching. So she actually taught paramedic practice in the UK. Come over here, and she's having to re-qualify. A lot of her exams need to be sort of what's the word? Like re-evaluated, I guess. So. She's doing all that. So when she first got here, she's been working as a nanny for a little while, just looking after a little girl for a really lovely family, who's the father of which is actually British, a British guy. So it's been nice to chat to another Brit while we've been here. But today she started a new job as a patient transport officer. So she's moving patients around in a non-emergency capacity. So she's sort of taking people from one hospital to another, or moving, people. Moving people into hospitals, you know, just all that kind of stuff, all the non-flashy light ambulance stuff. And that's the sort of next step up before she can be full ambulance again. Tennessee says, consecration is a real job. Welcome to almost 2020. Yes, I mean, of course it is. Yeah, I mean, I personally, it was actually yesterday was my 1 year anniversary of being full-time as a content creator. I've actually been working full-time as a content creator for about 3 years, but it's been a year since it's been my only income. Because as many content creators will tell you, it's a full-time job, whether you're earning money off it or not. Trains can't do shuttle mode, only gondolas and monorail. Oh, well, that kind of sucks. We'll have to think about what to do there then. Boo hiss. Okay, we'll think about that. Yeah. So far, I remember seeing one of them in Toronto Zoo. Its back foot was bigger than my face. We didn't see them, unfortunately, at Toronto Zoo, because we the winter season area was closed off, which I found really quite silly, actually, because they close the area and decorate it with lights and have it as like a light, like a light walk for Christmas, Christmas lights or whatever. Yeah, we walked around the savannah area and we saw about 2 animals because they were all shut up inside because it wasn't free, because it was freezing cold. So why not use that area as your Christmas walkie lights bit and have the area where the animals that quite like the cold and the snow out for us to all see during the cold periods? That's kind of how I felt. It was a bit weird. Like, oh, sorry, the polar bears are tucked away because we've got Christmas lights next to them. Well, put the Christmas lights where the zebras are, because nobody's seeing zebras when it's -10. Are you making Canadian minimum wage? How did UK minimum compare? I couldn't tell you what Canadian minimum wage is, but I imagine I'm earning more than minimum wage. Yes, but I couldn't tell you what minimum wage was. I earn more than Nicola at the moment, and she's not on minimum wage. So, yeah. Maybe just had the train go around one of the habitats, make it like a tour. I don't know. Hi, Janty, what have I missed? Not much, Sneaky P. We're just kind of doing some prep for Nuna Kanata and figuring out where. I mean, I suppose what we could do, where stuff's going to go for the Arctic Pack, because basically the Arctic Pack is like Nuna Kanata DLC in it. So I'm thinking the other thing we can do is just make a loop, make a huge loop, so the train track comes down here, and then we all this is going to be is forest anyway, so we just make it all dead foresty here, and then bring it back around this way. Okay. Yes, terrain height variation makes a huge difference, but it does add a hell of a lot more work onto projects. That's the only thing I will say is terrain variations look great, but they really do add a lot more things to consider when you're building. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we just kind of take the train track into a loop, right? Minimum wage kind of depends on the province. Yeah, okay, that makes sense, I suppose. Yeah. Ontario is $14 an hour. Well, I suppose it's difficult because I don't really have an hourly rate, you know? Like some days I work for half an hour. Some days I record a franchise episode and that's it. That's my day done. Yeah, other days I'll spend 8 hours writing a zoo school. And obviously I earn money 24/7, you know, because revenue comes in while I'm asleep. Revenue comes in Saturdays and Sundays. It's very difficult to work out what I earn as a minimum as an hourly wage. Sorry. So what I'm thinking is we loop the track around like that. Yeah. And then we could kind of even fake it to look like it goes off into the distance, couldn't we? Is what I'm thinking. We could do like a junction. No, I don't think you can have more than like 5 degrees as an angle. Which means we might have to do. That doesn't seem very much at all. Let's see if I can quickly Google it. Angle of turn, North American train line. See if that gives us anything. Minimum railway curve radius. Okay. Factors of ending minimum steam locomotives. The Tasmanian Government Railways K class was. Oh man, I don't know what any of these numbers mean. Okay. Just give me an angle. I mean, they look loads more angled than the one I'm looking at, so that's fine. Let's just go back and. That one, isn't it? Yeah, let's do like. It doesn't have to be much more to get it where we want it to be. See, I mean, even that's too much from what I'd done. Let's try 6.2. Janty, did you see Mike's work in Koali Zoo, specifically that day? Honestly, I haven't even watched episode 1 of Koali Zoo yet. That's one I haven't managed to keep up with. Oh, God. What am I going to do here? We're just going to have to, once it gets under the trees, we're just going to have to really turn it in. And hope for the best. There we go. There we go. You can make a natural bridge for the train. I really want to do like a funky iron bridge just because I think that'd be a cool thing that I've not done before. There we go. So this will maybe be undercover. I mean, we could terrain cover it, couldn't we? And just have it pop out of a cave later on. Oh, hold on, we've got to get this bit right. Thank you so much, Zulu West. Well done on your anniversary becoming full time. Also, just wondering if you fixed the money issue for the zoo charity. No, it's still sat in PayPal. I'm still waiting for pay. I spoke to PayPal yesterday actually, and they were like, "Oh yeah." So, but no, unfortunately, I've got no update on that other than the money is there and safe. And I hate it because I hate the idea that that it's not going to where it needs to go to, and but yeah, unfortunately not. 36 they reckon is the most, which means I might struggle getting around that corner actually. And also, I bet that isn't what it would do either, is it? But we're just going to have to scale our disbelief there, I'm afraid. There we go. So we definitely want the train track to be really out of the way there. Radius, North American General Service, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but what the hell does that mean? Like give me an angle that this game works in degrees. Like, that's all I can do. Oh, God. Kind of line that up more perfectly, couldn't I? Well, there we go. Okay, so yeah, I think maybe we'll hide this underground to kind of make it more real, and then we'll actually have the track coming off this way, maybe, and then here we'll have it coming off that way as well, into just sort of flitter off into the distance, you know. Are you trying to make a realistic train track all working? A bit of both, I think, Madeline, a bit of both. North America, the recommended curvature is 125 meters, so from center point to a 90-degree turn. So from there to there is what you're saying, like from that point to that point, that there has to be 125 meters. Right. All right, I'm going to say it is then, because that's ridiculous. I'm not going to be able to figure that out. But that's what I'm thinking. I mean, the actual only bit of the track you will see. See, this is a bit of an issue here. I think maybe we take this in a bit more, and maybe make this walk here more of just like a cliffside walk, you know. Listen to podcast. Who's who? Butcher, baker, candlestick maker. I'm the candlestick maker. Candlestick maker. Thanks for listening, by the way. For those of you who don't know, I do a podcast with two friends of mine. Nothing to do with video games or geekism or anything of the sort. It is literally just the three of us trying to make each other laugh. And we have a right giggle doing it. We're on episode 3 comes out Wednesday. Yeah, I think we're going to keep that space there. Let's do that for now. Keep that space there for otters. And then this train can come out here and we'll move the station down. It'll give us a nicer curve. Okay, there we go. That's the plan. So this is all the stuff that I really wanted to get done before I can actually start playing with the animals tomorrow, you know. So we'll have this as a cliff face. It sort of echoes this side. Like that. And this can be like a really like hazardous walking area and stuff. Hey, Clement. Do you know Chester World of Adventures? Yeah. They're a really nice otters bit. Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that one. I don't remember the otters there particularly. I've only ever been once. And we had a great day, though. It was a really great park. That's 7.2 degrees per meter. So times that by whatever length your track is. Okay. 7.2 degrees per meter. He's just moved, so I couldn't see the dog. So if I was using what size pieces would I use then? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's get this bit right. So let's move the station here. Right. Take this back a bit. All right. So if we're coming to here, so if these are, how long are these? 30 meters. So we do 30 times 0.72. Yeah. From Albuquerque. Hi. Good morning from Albuquerque. Where's Albuquerque? Like west? Is it? I can't think where Albuquerque is. YouTube viewers are nothing but stalkers. All we do is watch you change my mind. No, I'd say that's pretty fair. If you can hear a dog barking, that's not mine, by the way. I don't think I've heard her bark yet. She's a really quiet dog. I'm trying to find my calculator. There we go. So 30 times 0.72 is 21.6. So that can't be right. So we can do a 21. So we just like that. I mean, that doesn't look crazy actually. That actually lines up quite nice. So I'll tell you what, we'll do a little bit of straight coming in. And then a 21. I'll do like 20. Oh no, can't quite do 20. Well, let's do the full 21. There we go. Like a glove. I mean, we are literally up against it there, but that's fine. Kind of tells us. Oh no, because the terrain. No, that's no good, is it? Because we're going to have to neaten the terrain out a little bit. No, it's going to have to kind of stay where it is actually. So, well, that's fine. We just need to make this bit shorter then. Oops. Sea lions are the dogs of the sea. Oh, yeah. And so much fun to swim with. I've never swam with them. I swam with dolphins a few times. But never, never sea lions. I'm going to just cheat a little bit on that last one. Just to get that. Oh, hey, hello. Just to get that neat. There we go. Okay. That is toy. Yeah, it is. But I suppose if that's, I mean, that's better, isn't it? Because we can layer some trees here. I mean, at some point we're going to end up with like what we've got here, right, where the trees just end. But you know, maybe we'll get a scenario editor in the future where we can come out a little bit like they did with Planko. You still doing franchise mode? Yeah. We'll still do franchise mode. Most likely, I will have a franchise mode episode going out Wednesday. So tomorrow's videos are basically going to be overviews of the pack. Yeah, pretty much. So birthday tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday to your daughter, Autumn. Yeah, I would love to see manatees in the game. I suppose maybe there's going to be a water pack. I'm sure there'll be a water pack at some point. Scraping off the ceiling, so hyper awesome. Where are you getting your ideas and inspiration from? Other YouTubers, really. I just like to rip them off. I should stop saying that because people are going to take it to heart. That was a bit of a meme between me and Paulsley. A guy came on and said I just stole stuff off other YouTubers. Mostly real life. I look at a lot of zoos in real life. Google Maps is your friend. Yeah. Still playing campaign? No, not for now. Yeah. Okay, so that I think. Now, obviously, all of this will be much smoother. This will be quite a gradual ride up here. This one will. So I'm going to take that right down to pretty much as far as it'll go, which is there, and then like tear that up that way. So that's what you're looking at on this side. All right. And all round really, I suppose. There we go. Wait, you can see zoos from Google Earth. A lot of zoos have the little walkie around dudes, so you can go in and walk around the zoos as well, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, so this will be like that as best as it can, pretty much all around. Having reindeer right up against the train tracks, but it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Turn radius of train track is relative to the length of the train cars travelling on it. Longer the cars, greater the turn radius needs to be. That makes sense. So these will be quite short trains. When does the zebra challenge finish? Now? Like ish? Would you do a stone bridge at some point, like the famous one in Scotland? Yeah, I think really most North American bridges are, sort of wrought iron bridges. So I think we're going to go for a wrought iron bridge. Talking of which, let's take the supports off here so we can start to see what that's going to look like. Yeah, going to be a big ass bridge along there. That'll be quite fun to look at, I think. Well, Mike come back to help with some of the wilderness. Love your last collaboration. I honestly don't think Mike has any hours in the day at the moment for other stuff. He's always welcome to come and have a mess with it if he wants to. Although we have got somebody who's going to come on and do some foliage work for us pretty soon, hopefully. Like I say, once they were going to have it now, but then the Arctic Pack was announced, and I was like, listen, let me just play around with that for a bit, you know. Right, there's one more issues. Check the track is in a loop. Oh, we haven't got like stations on, have we, or anything? I'm not too worried about that yet. Yeah, I've got a migraine, so can't watch properly, but I watch all your videos and they're great. I wish I was Planet Zoo, though. I wish I was playing Planet Zoo. Sorry. Oh, sorry to hear you've got a migraine. They are the worst. Yes, as Awesome says, then if you would like pin my habitat, that's how you do it. Pick my park. I can't even sort my own parks out. Habitats are easy. So we've got this train station here. So the other thing I was thinking about originally when we did the Kanata that I don't think I'm going to do now was a indoor heated area that looked at the Central American animals. So things like the tapir, things like that. I don't think I'm going to now because the scale of this one has already gone way bigger than I wanted it to. So I don't think I'm going to do that now, but I think maybe some sort of building for plants or something perhaps here. I don't know. Hey Malova, show me the puppy. Oh, she's fast asleep. I'm going to get a drink. I'm going to get a drink. If she wakes up while I'm getting a drink, I'll bring her over to say hello, okay? How's that? There's a deal for you. I'll be right back, folks. Oh, lucky for all of you, she woke up as soon as I stood up. I'll move the mic a little. Here she is. Hey, here we go. Who's this? Hi, everybody. Yeah, this is Indiana. She's an 8-week-old German Shepherd. Oh, and she's a big old pupper, aren't you? Hey, are you a puppy? Oh. She's not too keen on sitting on people's laps just yet, which is okay. Yeah, not on a live stream, Helen, but we will be doing a video of the new items as soon as I can tomorrow. There we go. Your daddy's girl. Yeah, we've bonded really well the last couple of days, haven't we? Her mommy's going to be home soon though, and I'm sure she's going to give you lots of fuss. Yeah. Okay. You want to go down, don't you? Go on then. Oh. There we go. I get a shot of my gut instead. There you go. Oh, doggy's so cute. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's got massive feet. Kind of Oreo's fine with her, to be honest. Gave her a little pat on the nose when she walked in, and hasn't really bothered with her since. They walk around past each other, and yeah, give it a week, they'll be cuddled up together. I'm sure of it. I thought you was not getting a dog. Yeah, I thought I was not getting a dog as well, Paul. But you know, when you've got a wife and a kid, your view goes out the window. Oh, Die Holiday. I know, she's adorable. I thought there was a lot more. What was that? Missed that bit. How big will she get? She's a big German Shepherd because there was only 4 in her litter, so she's a big dog. German Shepherds are sort of mid-sized. Well, no, I suppose they're one of the bigger dogs, really. It's not like a Dane or anything, but like her head will probably come up to sort of my sort of lower chest eventually. Did Nicola say you could get a dog if she gets to change the Christmas tree? No, she's settled on the tree now. Wait, when German Shepherds grow up, don't they get proper big? Yeah, they do. But I've only ever had big dogs. It's not a dog unless you can ride it, as far as I'm concerned. I grew up raising Dobermans and Great Danes, and then we also bred boxers for a while as well. So I've always had big dogs. Yeah, that was about 8 years old. Oh, that's nice, Jesse. To be honest with you, I've always usually adopted older dogs, but because we've got the kiddo, because we've got Xander who's 2, we thought it'd be nice for him to have a puppy, and also we can really fine tune her training around the baby and around us as well. Whereas normally with older dogs, I'm quite good at training animals. I've always trained dogs, but normally with older dogs, you're sort of training. It's what's the way to describe it? You're kind of trying to fix bad habits as opposed to being able to put the groundwork in from the very beginning. You know, we had a Christmas tree in Newcastle. Yeah, I can't see why not. Do you have the space for it? Well, at the moment we do. We're only going to be here for another couple of months, so by the time we have a house, she'll be 4 months old. So there's no reason why. The main reason we got her now is because most breeders will aim for December puppies. I know it's this whole dog is for life, not just for Christmas thing, and I completely agree that. But pretty much all of the litters come up like October, November, December, so that people can have them for Christmas. If we'd have waited till we were moving, there's probably not many animals around, and we would have been holding on. So yeah, at the moment, while she's a puppy, we've got the room for her, and literally down in the elevator and 10 steps away there's a dog park. There's a space on the these are pet friendly apartments, so there's lots of animals here, and there's a big fenced off area with tunnels and all sorts for dogs to run around in. So she'll have a really good start to her life here, and then like I say, in February March we'll be moving to a house, so yeah, she'll have more space then. We got our black lab as a puppy for that exact reason. Yeah, there you go. So people want puppies for Christmas, which I think is fine as long as you're aware that they're going to grow up and they're going to get bigger, which we are. Yeah, it's not a dog if you can punt it. Yeah, I'd go with that. No, it's not a dog if you go. Yeah, you got to be able to ride the thing. Great Danes, German Shepherds, Dobermans, big dogs, Weimaramas. We had a Weimaraner once. She was gorgeous. But yeah, I've always wanted big dogs. Nicola wanted a German Shepherd, so that was fine. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I wanted a girl. She wanted a boy. She wanted to call it Indiana. So we stuck with the Shepherd and the Indiana, and I got to pick the sex, so I got a girl dog. She's already fast asleep again. You get a good look at her there, actually. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, she's just there, look. Toys all over the place. Look, that's her teddy. That's a chew toy. That's actually a cat bed, but nobody uses that one. That's a cat bed as well, next to the lice. There's some Christmas teddies that were under the tree, but have now had to go up there. Make animals happy is about. That's a great way to look at it. AC zoos are fantastic projects. I think. I mean, obviously there are good zoos and bad zoos, but for the most part, zoos do a hell of a lot of good work. Why did you choose the colour scheme for the channel? Why did I choose it? Nobody else wanted to choose it, I suppose. I mean, why did I choose those colours? I like them, and they were they in keeping with the modernistic approach I was going for. My £7 Pomeranian boss is my 2 Australian. Oh, well, that is 100% true. It's always the little dogs are the ones with the attitudes, isn't it? Right? And I'll be honest with you, I've never met a dog I didn't love. So, whilst I wouldn't own a small dog, obviously friends of mine have had small dogs. My father-in-law had a pug who passed away just before we moved here. Oh, I've now got a cat on my lap again. Heard you talk about visiting the Niagara region before? You should try the Beamsville Bench region. Great wineries like Redstone, where I worked in high school, and Torsey and Bench breweries. Great. Oh, nice. Okay. Sounds fun. Anyway, we're going to struggle here, but it's just going to be what we have to do, right? Derail the stream. Yeah, well, I knew I was going to be showing her off a few times, so we showed her off as soon as we started, and probably once again before I go. Bless your cute puppy. Let me say that's hiding that one because of a dodgy word, I think. My 9-year-old girl's German Shepherd has a cancer, so I hope she. Oh, it's awful. Sorry, Freakles. I hope she's makes a full and speedy recovery. Are the cats okay with Indy? Yep. Yeah, they're fine with her. They both gave her a little pat as she came in, little like a oi, yeah, watch. And since then, they've just sort of potted around each other. Yeah, no problems. The cats have lived with dogs before, so yeah, and obviously she came from a farm where there was cats, chickens, dogs, all sorts legging it around. So she seems to be okay with other creatures. Indy, a massive green screen behind me. I can't see what she's doing. I'm sure she's fine. I get a Doberman pupper in July. Oh my god. They are gorgeous horses. Dobermans are my favourite dog. I've always had Doberman growing up. Since I was 2 till I was about 21, we had at least one Doberman in the house. They are my favourite animals. There you go. Actually, when people ask me, "What's your favourite animal?" I'm gonna say Doberman from now on. But no, I absolutely adore my German Shepherd pupper. She is beautiful. We have wolfhounds, and you definitely can't. Wow, yeah, you definitely can't put them. I want puppy. I have a Bengal cat, best cats ever. Oh. Opinion: Planet Zoo or Jurassic World? Planet Zoo. No competition. But Jurassic World's fun. I've been really enjoying the what's it called? The Jurassic Park DLC. Genuinely, like I covered it on the channel a bit because I, because it's Jurassic World. But no, I genuinely have enjoyed playing it. Dobermans are the poop. Grew up with them, and they are such amazing creatures. Yeah, I danced a kiss in August. I love her, but she's so chunky. Too much food. The show is wrapping up. Thank you, Nubu Girl. Super glad I finally caught part of the stream. As mentioned earlier, I think a waterfall feature by the bridge would look amazing, or just a tiny babbling water feature. That might be a nice idea. Like I say, I'd like the idea of doing like a babbling otter thing here, like a sort of man-made river that they can come and figure logs out and stuff. And then if we ever get them, we could maybe put them in and twist it so it works, I guess. Talking about animals, 2 snakes and 2 snails. Oh, great. Well, yeah, I've had aquatic snails before, but I've never had real snails. We kept a fish tank and we had some apple snails in there. Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster? I can't call that one, to be honest with you. I love them both dearly. That's like asking me which of my pets I prefer. Currently looking after my neighbour's dog. Currently have one all black lab and one white lab. Oh wow, do they like sleep together like a yin and yang? That'd be great. Right. Okay, all right, that's a decent bit of planning. So the last thing, like I said, I really want to do is figure out how this path is going to get up to here. So what I was thinking, let's get a ride out. Let's get a ride out to get that angle. Stream's 60% of my battery. Ouch, how's your phone doing? Okay. Now we bring that up to like 3.5, 4 degrees is about as much as you can do, really. I can't quite get up there in a nice curve. So how about we knock all this train out of the way and have a look. Okay, there we go. Now we get to construction. Get another one of them out. An Irish Wolfhound. Oh, they're lovely. They're big dogs as well, and they're all legs, aren't they? Anthony Johnsy. Hey, Kobe. People don't feed their pets from the table. I'm just going to assume they're starving. None of my pets eat from the table. Do you think we will have ice or ice rocks in the back? Yeah, I think it said that we are getting ice rocks, actually. I think one of the screenshots shows them. They look pretty good. You think incorporating some mods when game elements DLC goes stale? Somebody already made a woolly mammoth for the game. Yeah, I personally have no real issue with mods as long as Frontier are okay with them. The main reason I've not looked at them yet is because you have to replace an animal in the game to use them, and that just seems a little bit like, well, what's the point in that? But you know, as soon as they can figure out how to add them in like fully, then yeah. There we go. And oh, sorry, I didn't see the Irish Professor passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, gentle giant. They are gentle giants. Yes, that's a great way of putting it even. Right, so if we now get to here, okay, so that's sort of 3.5 again. There we go, and we do something like that. That'll take us up to there nicely. Okay, so that's going to be our path. We'll take a path there and there. It can be like a curve up, and then maybe here we can do some steps up, I think. I'm just gonna check. I don't know what that banging is. I'm just gonna check she's not stuck in a cage or something. Okay, Bob. Come and lie here. I can keep an eye on you. You sit there. No, she's got up and walked right back to where she was. Nice. Okay. Strong-willed, I suppose. How would you spice up a bongo habitat? I don't think I can make a proper barrier for them. I don't know. I haven't looked at bongos yet, to be honest. PC's on my phone now. I need a second monitor for all that Arctic Prep. Yes, that's exactly how I do it too. I haven't got 3 monitors actually, but the third one's not moving since I put 4K on the middle one. Still need to try and figure that out actually. Yeah, so we'll have this like a nice tiered, almost a garden walk up to here. She's a Siamese mix, Luna. Oh, that's a nice name, and I love Siamese cats. They are the closest thing to a dog you can get. A Siamese cat. Right, so pull. Let's do a rough approximation. There we go. And take the intensity and the size down. Hey, how's a buzzle? Go. This is a long process. This, by the way, in case you're wondering, but I do think it's worth it. The other option of having the raised path is a little easier. Yeah. Okay, so now what you kind of have to do is with a really small size, you have to kind of flatten to foundation at various points to give yourself enough of a edge to actually put the path on. All right. That's fine, I think. Dominoes doesn't need a lot of space. They're really great stars, and they have a lot of space for their coverage needs. So I think you can have a lot of fun with them. Oh, okay. Have to maybe look at some bongos. Maybe. What internet speed do you have? I don't know. I honestly don't know. You know. Okay. Then we whack the intensity way up and do a big old smooth. So the cat from the Aliens movie, Luna. Is that Luna? Was it? Yeah, nice. Hi from Cardiff. Hi, Stu. Not sure why you didn't use flatten to surface instead of to foundation for that step. Because you end up getting like a really sharp thing. You want it to kind of like almost look like it was tiered up, and then this kind of really smooths it. Flatten to foundation, flatten to surface, really aggressive. Okay, I would say that apart from this little bit here, we're okay to try and put a path in. Obstructed? Is it because of this? I've got no idea where I'm going to now. Tell you what, let's get back to terrain. I know, I see the circle on every video as I want something new or creative, so I don't really want a circle. What was that for, sorry? How did you play zoo entrance? Yeah, I look at real ones and kind of just pick one you like the look of and give it a copy, I suppose. That's at least get some ideas down off it. Okay, there we go. There we can get rid of you. I don't know where your path's got to be. Everything all fresh out the dryer. Yeah, me too. That'd be a well good bed. Nothing better than a fresh bed, right? I think. Oh, so this bit here might have to do a little bit of work. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't get it until about 1:30. There we go. And we can take that. Oh, that's a bit. We can take that on the way. It was too. She was getting out of it. It was too big, so I've put the smaller one back on her for a bit. Okay, that gets a little bit messy there, but I think that'll be okay there. Xander came with us to the dog park. Xander's trousers were on the floor and they were very dirty due to his involvement with the dog park. So we've got to get over here as well. I think we probably just do quite a basic path because the idea is this train track isn't necessarily working anymore, right? Do you think getting some kind of hotels in the game would be good? Like a lodge for the guests? Maybe. I don't know. I think if they do it, it'll just be like the ones they did in Planet Coaster, which is like a box that guests go into. So it's kind of a bit naff anyway, really. Is somebody not happy about the DLC price, I'm guessing, looking at the comments, but I missed it. Sorry if you answered this already, but do you have any opinion about DLC launching so soon? Seems to be outright Planet already outraged by anything. I think it's soon. It's not necessarily too soon. It's soon, considering it was nearly a year before we got paid DLC for Planet Coaster. Excuse me. But I don't. So that's interesting, isn't it? The path is obstructed. Yeah, we'll do something there. That's what we're going to come to now. But that gives us that nice smooth ass path there. So yeah, it feels quick, but I think it's pretty good price for what you're getting. I think I'll really know once I see the scenery pieces, because that's it for me really. Where are you going with this zoo? I was hoping to see way more animals and exhibits with these really detailed zoos. Well, they're North American animals, so we're doing all the North American animals in the game, pretty much. That's kind of the aim. Right. So, oops. Pull them out there. Been like 5 weeks. I think it's too soon. I don't have an issue with the price. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, really. And when I say too soon, it's not like, well, I'm not going to get it because it's too soon. But it just kind of made me think of like, oh, that's... I don't know, it just makes me think, oh, that's interesting that they're coming out that quick. Like... I think what I was expecting was a free pack for Christmas with some scenery and maybe like reindeer and polar bears or something like that. You know, that's kind of what I saw happening. So it does set a bit of a precedent that animals are paid for right out the gate. But I mean, I'm probably not the best one to ask because most likely I'll get it for nothing anyway. And you know, I make my living playing the game, so even if they came out and said it was 50 quid for 2 animals, you know, it doesn't really matter. I'd still buy it because, you know, it's my job. So I'm not really the best person to ask about it, but personally, I don't think it's fine. Would you say hi to Nicola for us? How was her day? And yeah, she'll be getting straight into some pajamas because that's what she does. I'm sure she'll come and say hello. How was the transition to Canada as I moved to the Philippines soon? Fine. Lots of little things that kind of surprised us, but nothing really that's completely shell-shocked us. But, you know, who knows what the Philippines is like. Well, I'm sure you do, but, you know, I don't. Would you prefer another biome of animals instead of North America? No, because I'm building a North American park. It's perfect. Why did they time it so quickly? Because they launched right before Christmas and wanted to have some DLC in time for Christmas in case people wanted gift choices. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, Brittany, yeah. Saying that they had the idea early on to make it pay to use. That's understandable. Not too expensive, but then why not just include it? I get that. Sorry, I missed what MacGyver said. My only complaint is that DLC seemed to be carved out of the game instead of added later. If true, I just wouldn't do business that way. I see a lot of people saying this, and I completely disagree. The idea that developers just keep throwing stuff in the box until launch date, and then a few days before launch they go, well, hold on, then let's take that and that out, and that can be DLC. It's just not how games are developed. It will be the Arctic Pack will have been planned to be DLC for a long time. Yeah, it just isn't how it works. Yeah. There we go. People want to say hello. Hi. You pop your head in. A bit more. A bit more. A bit more. There she is.
Hi.
How do you like the Canadian winter? It's fine at the minute, but it's going to get worse, obviously. But yeah, at the moment, it's not a problem. Yeah. Give people the free update for Christmas with all the stuff would have been good. Yeah, it's one of them. It doesn't really fuss me, but I can kind of understand why people are a little bit funky about it. More so than like Spooky Pack coming a year after for Planet Coaster. But yeah, I'd buy it. I'm not so upset about it, as you say. I'm happy with the update. Gives us some free stuff too. It seems reasonable for a pack with 4 animals and new scenery. Yeah, I think that's exactly it. Yeah, and like you say, a lot of the quality of life stuff is coming with a free update. So it's literally, you want new stuff, you pay for the new stuff. You don't, here we're making the game better for you anyway, you know. And that to me seems like a really great way to go. There you go. Right then, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go and have a chat to my wife, see how she got on with the first day, and play with my new puppy. Thanks for watching, folks. Sorry, like I said, we didn't get too much done, but the plan was always to kind of try and lay this out. So I'm glad we've got that done at least. Yeah. Used to lazy gear, aren't you? Cool. Right, thank you, folks. Thanks for the welcome if you're new, and welcome for subscribing. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow, as soon as I can, there will be a video on the channel showing all the new scenery pieces off. And then we'll probably do another one looking at the animals or something, maybe. I would have preferred penguins over sheep. I actually think the sheep are better fit at the moment. I'd rather them keep cooking penguins until they've gotten better, until they've figured out the swimming mechanics a bit more and stuff. And also, it's an Arctic pack, so you would never see penguins in it because they're not from the Arctic. They're from the Antarctic, the other side of the world. Yeah, with the amount of work that goes into animals' behaviour needs, etc., etc., it makes sense they cost money. New scenery and ride pieces require much less than animals. I don't know, because that's an interesting point, that, because I actually think that there's probably more work gone into new scenery items than there has been into maybe the Arctic wolf over the timber wolf. Because the rigging, they've even sort of advertised this as a selling point, is that they've come up with a rigging system that they can sort of stretch and put onto new animals quite easily, actually. So I don't know, 200 new scenery items, that's a lot of artwork for people to do, whereas maybe a new fox is one skin and some slight adjustments to rigging, and then all the numbers, all the food and everything. That's just basic code, isn't it? Really, 10% food, 15% this, whatever. So actually, I think maybe the scenery, there's a bit more work involved. But yeah, anyway, I could chat for ages, but I'm going to want to go and sort some food out and stuff. So, oh! Look at me saying Orio's been really good with him. He's just an alright. Orio's been really good with her. He's just an alright guy, sir. You okay, Pop? Yeah, I'm with my teddy. Did you save her? Did you, Nick? Right, speak to you soon, folks. Like I say, see you tomorrow for the Arctic DLC. It's going to be fun. Have a good one. Take care.